If God were into politics, would he be a Republican or would he be a Democrat? Now, I want to acknowledge right out of the gates here, I think God would find plenty of flaws on either party. And I honestly don't think God would be a Democrat or a Republican. He'd leave us all speechless with how stupid we are, and God would lead us a different direction than politics. But just for the sake of this post, it's funny, I see a lot of this stuff online, so I thought I'd do a quick little video on it. If God were to lean one way or the other, would he lean towards favoring the Republican view, or would he lean towards favoring a Democrat view? First of all, I'm going to say this, because this is one area I would not budge on. In no uncertain terms, God would never, ever, ever support abortion. He would, under any circumstances, I want to be clear, even the worst case scenario, God would never support abortion. God is the creator of life. God knew us before we were even formed in the womb. And no one, I have heard every possible argument, and you'll never convince me that God is going to support the killing of an unborn baby. And I don't really care who that offends. If this politically correct stuff is nonsense, and I'm very adamant about that. But beyond that, what about helping the needy people? Which way would God lean? Right? You've got Democrats who say, yeah, we're going to take this money through a taxation system and we're going to give it to people that we think are in need. And then you got Republicans, on the other hand, who are saying, no, we don't support that teaching or that policy. We are more focused on creating jobs, and they need to get out and work for themselves. And again, Republicans don't think that no one should receive help. I think they take a very different position, though, in terms of just how much help should be given and to who should actually be the recipient of that. Well, what would Jesus do? Because this is probably the most common thing I'm seeing online today is people are using Jesus to support the Democrat view. And again, I'm not even going to entertain a conversation about abortion. I'm just going to slam the door right there. But I will entertain the conversation about what would Jesus do in terms of giving to the needy. So people say, you call yourself a Christian, but you don't support the Democrat view in terms of a taxation system that's going to give to people who are in need. So the first thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to say that there are not people who are in need. I'm not going to say that there aren't people that we should be helping. But we're talking politics right now. One thing Jesus never, ever, ever did. Yes, Jesus did say give to the needy, that we are to help people who are in need. You know what Jesus never did? He never supported somebody else riding up on a pony, sticking their hands in your pocket, taking your money by force, and then giving it to someone else. When Jesus talked about supporting people in need, he was talking about us as Christians willfully and voluntarily helping people from our abundance that are in need. I think politically speaking, there's this idea out there that everyone, Americans, Republicans and Democrats, you're all a bunch of selfish, greedy people, and we need to be the ones taking that money from you so we can help everyone else out. And I personally do not support that taxation system at all. I think that you'll find that people are very giving people, even with all the taxes that people pay today. We still donate to the church. We still give to homeless people and people with cancer and other diseases. We are very giving people, even people who are not Christians. So it's atheists and Christians are willing to give. And I have no doubt that if the government were not taking so much taxes from us, that we would even give more. We like to give from our abundance. It makes us feel good. We love to help people. But again, Jesus never, ever, ever, you know what else he did do? Not only did he not support a taxation system, he didn't come down. Now, Jesus is God. You know what he didn't do? Is reach over there and say, give me that money so I can give it to someone else. He never commanded someone, you better do it. This was good godly counsel. God was telling us good stuff. Hey, give from your abundance. Help those that are in need. But there was no threat. If you don't do it, you're going to pay for this. So again, let's be very clear. I don't think God would actually lean right. I don't think that he would lean left. I think God would shut all of us up. But I will tell you this. There's no one in power. If you hate Donald Trump, that's fine. I'm not here to lobby for either one. But if you hate Donald Trump was put in power by God. Romans tells us that there is no one in authority that's not by God's doing. If you hate Joe Biden and he becomes the next president, if you hate Joe Biden, I can tell you right now, regardless of whether you think the election was stolen or whatever you may think, if you hate Joe Biden and he becomes the president, God put him there. I'm saying that Hitler was put into power by God. I don't know how God used Hitler and what in the world. I can't speak for God. But even the most vile, evil people that become into power and are leaders of our countries, God puts them there. So I can tell you without any hesitation that good or evil, God puts people in these positions of power. But again, my honest statement is, and I've just shared a lot of stuff with you today about my view on how God might lean. But in terms of politically speaking, God would not be a Republican or a Democrat. God would just be God. Hope that helps. God bless you guys. Happy New Year.